brilliantly, Chris Columbus, the director of the first film, didn't let us see the Great Hall before seeing it on film. So all of us looking around in awe at the spectacular set they built in Leavesden Studios, it was genuine.
I'm a little nervous. Tom Felton is here.
Yeah! Thank you. So nice to be here.
How many years ago did you pop out as Draco? As a little kid?
I want to say it was 25 years ago was the first time I ever held a wand.
And I must say, in these 25 years later, I look at you and you were such an asshole.
I disagree.
Gandhi would disagree.
Yeah.
I didn't know profanity was allowed on this station.
It's not, but I think that's allowed because it's very accurate. That character was just the meanest little turd.
Yes.
You did such a great job.
You remind me of the very first premiere that we went to, I think 2001, Leicester Square. I had never really been to a film premiere of this size, and I came out of the cinema 11 years old, and I think about a 5 or a 6-year-old ran up to me and he called me, "You're such an asshole." And I was quite confused at the time. But my grandfather, he said to me at the time, "Good job."
Yeah.
I said, that's what they're supposed to think. So
obviously,
so cool.
You succeeded at being a big asshole.
Well, as a kid, is that tough to know that there are people out there who get it confused and they actually hate you?
It took a minute. Yeah. But such is the potency of Draco, I suppose. Like if they call you, any one of those names, a slimy git, selfish sod, you realise that you've done your job, well. So,
well, of course, we all know how your character has turned into a different person.
Yes,
and we'll get into that in a minute. But go back. I mean, how often in your mind and in your heart do you go back those 25 years and remember what it was like on the set? All these kids, you guys all there together in this bigger than life production, not knowing what it would turn into. I mean, what was that feeling back like? What was that feeling like back then for you?
Well, like you said, we were just kids. I mean, quite brilliantly, Chris Columbus, the director of the first film, didn't let us see the Great Hall before seeing it on film. So all of us looking around in awe at the spectacular set they built in Leavesden Studios, it was genuine, really. We were allowed to be kids, and I think none of us ever expected to get off a plane in Japan and find out that people have been watching it there. And then subsequently, what's happened since we finished the films, it's the Wizarding world is going strong.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You didn't watch the movies for like years, and finally you went back to watch them again.
I still really haven't rewatched them.
Really?
I won't lie, they do come on quite frequently on TV. So, and my friends often send me clips, or my brother does, taking the mickey out of how little I was. But yeah, no, I still haven't. I'm sort of saving it with the idea that one day I'll get to watch it with my little muggles, if I have some one day, and see how long it takes for them to realise that their dad is an arsehole.
I'm sure they pretty much already knew that on their own. So, I mean, have you been to, let's say, Universal Orlando?
Absolutely.
To see what they've done there?
Absolutely.
Are you in the rides?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Well, part of one. But
I knew that
Which
you were
one?
On film, but not.
Yeah.
I didn't know you physically.
Well, I went. I think one of my first trips to America was the great, Orlando trip of theme parks where they were built bigger and bigger and better than anything that I'd ever seen before. So I think I went twice when I was maybe 9 and maybe like 15. Never in a million years did I think I would be back at Universal cutting the red ribbon to Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. It's very surreal, and I still pinch myself, and I refuse to be indifferent about how far we've come since the first broomstick ride.
Did you like the butterbeer? I love the butterbeer. The iced one is much better than the...
I agree. I say the ice one's perfect, especially in the heat, but I think one's enough.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nobody says that.
It hurts my teeth. I can't drink that stuff.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? So you are now, they're doing a new Harry Potter now, the new series.
Yes.
And Draco is being played by Lox Pratt. And I heard that you reached out to Lox to say, hey, if you need any advice, here's my phone number. You can always call me and get in touch with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited for, again, the Wizarding World continues. I'm very excited to see what they cook up. But absolutely, not that I feel any responsibility or paternal role, but he'll have his own adventure. But yes, we're in touch, and he's being well looked after and having fun.
Good.
We're with Tom Felton, by the way, who is starring as Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yeah.
How's it going so far on stage? Still with a wand in your hand?
You couldn't write it.
Are you loving living in New York?
I am. It's my first time actually living in New York. I've been here for a few premieres over the years. I am in love with New York. I can't quite put my finger on why, but
Neither can we.
We always say it's the city we love to hate, to love.
There's definitely something very unique, and obviously growing up near London and living in various cities over the years, it's been a lot of fun. But there's something about New York, especially now we're in spring and it's
beautiful.
starting to warm up a bit. It's very exciting to be here.
You know, going to see this production, this play, it's more than just going to see a story you know a little about or a lot about. The energy from the audience members, a lot of these people are total students of everything Harry Potter.
Yes.
They've read all the books 45 times. They're familiar with all these characters that kind of come and go and appear here and there.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking about your son, actually.
Yes, so I know that. So for people who don't know what the show, The Cursed Child, is about, it's actually after. It's all about their kids. So you've all had kids, and everybody, it's about their lives. And characters appear that haven't been seen in a while, like the girl in the well. When I tell you, I turned to my son, I thought his head was going to pop off. I'm like, what the heck? People were screaming and yelling, so excited about these characters that reappear that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, it's remarkable, and it's every single show. There's no lack of enthusiasm from the crowd. Which, by the way, thank you for anyone that has come and expressed their enthusiasm. But I think it's the best of both, really, because you get to. There's lots of people that are seeing characters that they know and they love, including the Malfoys. Because I have a son now, and I'm exactly the age that I would be. When I left the TVs, when I left the films to adopt Aidan Close, who's Scorpius Malfoy, a lot of the story revolves around him. But the thing that excites me the most is that it brings people that have that the Wizarding world has touched and means so much to them. But also, there's lots of people that have never been to a Broadway show. There's, in fact, most of the little ones, I imagine this is their first Broadway experience, and for them to get the ball rolling and see how spectacular it is, because theatre was such a big influence on my life, it's pretty cool to be at the helm of that.
Let's talk about live theater. Let's talk about, first of all, when you walk out onto the stage in this production, you have a fan. You've got fans there ready to pick you up. A lot of people doing stage work, they walk out. People are not that familiar with the story or the play. Sometimes they're like, "Well, we don't know if we know this actor, if he's any good, whatever." You walk out, they're like, "Oh, there's our guy." we feel safe with him. Yeah. We love him. But the difference between doing Broadway and film, and you've been doing films, definitely doing the Broadway thing now.
Yes.
You're doing these performances, but like yesterday, for instance, 2 performances in a day, weeks and weeks and weeks of doing lots of performances. Does it just wear you out? It seems like a lot of work.
I won't lie, it's just a lot of work and more than I expected. But the great thing is, obviously, when you shoot a film, generally speaking, it takes quite a long time and you don't get to see the result of it for 10 months or a couple of years, whereas the audience are almost the director of the show, because you get instant feedback, and it's just really, really rewarding to see how excited people get about their favorite characters. Moaning Myrtle, by the way, was
yes, Moaning Myrtle.
Right.
Yeah, because she was in the bathroom.
Yes.
Wasn't she in the bathroom? That big round sink.
Yes, that's the one.
And then she
Myrtle.
comes out of this well, right? And
Yes.
it's like,
She went to
it's
the well?
crazy. And the special effects are insane. Like there's parts in the show where you actually feel like you're dizzy, like it's moving in this
Wobbling,
weird way.
yes.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, we use some incredible, not technology, more Victorian magic, where things are happening right live in front of you. That's the other thing, not to ruin it for everyone, but when we use spells on the set, not a lot happened, and they added in all the effects in afterwards, whereas live on stage you get to see how powerful.
They have to make it happen.
Yeah, and it does, and it's from.
Well, thank
it's
God
really cool.
this thing's making all that money it's making. By the way, it truly is, I think, the biggest moneymaker in Broadway history. Is this true? Am I making this up?
I think we're doing all right. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
exciting.
Yeah.
Let's keep the doors open then.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
the money
It's
coming
not
in,
a
people.
musical. It is a straight play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so you have been in the world of wizardry and witchcraft and all of this for the majority of your life at this
Yes.
point. Is there anything that currently seems mythical that you actually do believe in, whether it's unicorns, leprechauns, or a conspiracy theory?
I didn't see that one coming.
Mr. Felton will answer the question.
Answer the question.
I mean, plenty, but I don't know where to start with that one, really. I definitely believe in magic. There's a lot more going on than we know about, I think. So I think it's like the magic of theatre. You know, if you went to the theatre and you watched the show just by yourself, a bit like Netflix at home, versus seeing it with a live audience, with, you know, a collective experience, it's something untangible. There's no word for it, I don't think, other than atmosphere or you know, collective experience. But there's something very special about that. What's yours?
You don't want to get me
Don't
started.
get her
Don't get her started.
Please
Tom will be here
please
for
don't
hours.
crank
So
that
many.
up.
There's so many. I mean, we could start with the lizard people in Hollywood. Is
Lizard
it real? Is it not?
people
I
in-
don't know.
I was thinking that more like moon landings and stuff like that. but-
Or the
We
moon
talk about those
landing.
daily as well.
Whatever
Okay,
that is. You know,
okay.
God. Have you ever taken something from the set and taken it home and now it's in your house?
Absolutely not.
As
Which
he
is a yes.
nods.
That's an
Wait, as I
affirmative.
look at the ring on your finger.
No, nothing.
You're stealing jewelry from
That was one of my pieces of advice to young Locks was.
You know, I remember, Tom, when the books came out, the movies were coming out, and I'm sure this holds true today with the stage play itself. You as a parent now, in your role, I had a really good friend who was just a loner at school. He was bullied a lot. He, as a child, he just so connected with Harry, and his friends were all the other characters. Your original Malfoy, Malfoy was the bully he actually went to school with. And so the connection people made with that film and that storyline back then was just tremendous. You know, this kid was living under a staircase, and his uncle, I guess, was his...
The Dursleys.
Yes, just the worst people in the world. So many kids were into that book because they could relate with that storyline. Still to this day, this is going on. Can you think of any other franchise or storyline from any other movie or stage play that resonates so much with such a massive audience?
No, really. There's something very, very special and magical, for lack of a better pun, about the Potter world. I mean, I grew up with sort of Jurassic Park and Toy Story and lots of other great influences on my life, but I've never seen anything bring more people together, especially, as you just said, some of the most ostracized people. Potter brings them all together, which is kind of... it's pretty magical. It's very awesome.
Very
It's
magical.
It's cool that it's still going on now, and you can all relate to each character, from the girl in the well, or Potter, or being the bully that Malfoy was, but also to see behind the reason why he was a slimy git or an asshole. Anyway.
Slimy
He was
git.
just a kid with daddy issues. Aw.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can strip away all the magic, all the effects, and everything.
Yeah.
It's still just a great story about relationships between kids and adults. And
Absolutely, I can attest to that. I've had my 3 brothers come out to see the show. All of them fell asleep during the premieres of the films. None of them fell asleep, and they are all fathers, so they really related to the father-son family theme of the play.
What do you think about social media? Like back then,
Yeah.
when you guys were all growing up, there was no social media while you guys were filming. Now, all the youth coming up that are filming and all these things, they have to deal with social media and what happens, when they post themselves on there.
Yeah, it's a whole new world, isn't it?
Yeah. You guys would have been all right, or what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I grew up, at least for the first 10 years of my life, having to go to the library to have an encyclopedia to find out what a certain thing is. I couldn't Google it. Even the early days of internet, we didn't have that. So it's a whole separate beast. Do you guys are you on your socials?
Yeah.
I still go to the library every
Yes.
day.
We have to be on our socials. It's part of the job.
Fair enough. I mean, you'll never get rid of a tangibility of a book in your hand for me. But I love what the good things that come out of social media about us all being able to be in touch is fantastic. And anything else, I sort of I spend more time seemingly looking after my dogs than I do on social media.
Good.
And he brought his
Good for
dogs to
you.
New York with
he
him,
did.
by the way.
I did. That was one of the deal breakers. Is that I wanted my two Labradors, Forrest and Willow, to come out
Oh, wow.
with me.
Are
So-
they
I get that.
enjoying it?
They are. They're a little. They're a little. At first, shell shocked at how much the city is. It works at a pace like no other, doesn't it? And they're used to sort of countryside fields, but they're they're well accustomed now.
Well, how are you adjusting to New York City? I know you said you love it, but what's the most shocking part to you being here now?
I wouldn't say shocking. I learnt that downtown I thought was just a generic phrase, whereas in Manhattan, downtown literally means downtown.
You go down.
Pretty much figured it out.
Well, compare that to the London tube system, which is very convoluted and hard to sort of understand. It's very, very handy. But I was hoping my other deal breaker thing was I want my mum out here for Christmas because I never missed a Christmas without being with my mum. So they said, you can't go home, pretty much. So I said, right, well, you have to bring my family out here. And it snowed. We had a white Christmas.
That's so sweet.
And one of my dogs had never seen snow before, so Forrest was very excited.
I know, but Forrest needs to understand that snow in New York is a different color.
Yeah.
Brown
Brown and yellow.
and yellow.
It's nice when it falls.
It was nice for a day or two, yes.
Yes, and then it's
And
not.
it's gross.
Congratulations, you won Favorite Broadway Debut for our iHeartRadio.
Thank you so
The
much.
Cursed Child.
That was very...
I'm not clapping. I'll tell you why. You didn't show up for the awards. You had an award waiting for you. I could have gone up to accept for you.
I believe, where was
We
it?
have one for you. Here's one now.
No way.
Here's your
That's
award.
really
Just scrape our name off and you can have it.
Speech.
marvelous. Well, actually, a huge thank you to all your listeners. A huge thank you. It was something that I would never... I just want to say thank you to my mum.
I give it back.
It's not something that I ever saw coming, but I'm very, very grateful for all the fans out there that voted. So cheers.
That's so cool. So cool. Yeah, what's up, Nate?
Okay, so you kind of did this, and it was quite a treat for me in the green room. You did your famous delivery of Potter, and you have this way of saying it that has so much disdain. Was that a conscious decision? And I know you've talked about this before, but I want to hear it directly from you. When you say Potter,
Not bad. Can I hear everyone else's
Yes.
best attempt?
Potter.
Very good.
Potter.
Very good.
oh, good.
Potter.
Not as good.
My British
No, I'm
is
kidding.
not
It's very
strong.
good.
Let's hear your Potter.
Potter.
He really pops that P.
He does.
That stung my nipple.
We're giving you another award, Best Pea Popper.
I'll take it as a
Potter.
compliment.
Was
Cheers.
that a conscious decision for you
No.
when you delivered that?
Not really. No. I often think back to my three brothers again. I mean, I was treated with brotherly love growing up, which meant that I never got to sit on the couch or I was basically bullied by my brothers. So I got to use that as my venter of brotherly frustration. But no, I had no idea it would turn into what it has turned into. Needless to say, every night it brings the house up.
So here you are. Tom Felton is, of course, starring as Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. But Daniel Radcliffe is down the street doing Every Brilliant Thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen that yet?
Yes, I have.
I've heard it is brilliant. And he's there till May. I want to go see it before you leave.
You should. It's fantastic. It's such a unique play, such a unique experience for people that maybe have gone to see shows before or haven't. And begrudgingly, I say he is fantastic. He really is. And if you told us 25 years ago we were on Broomsticks that we would be on Broadway together at the same time, we'd never have believed you. So it's pretty special.
Are you guys all still friends? Like the cast still stays in touch from the movies?
Absolutely not. No, we're it sounds cheesy, but we're very much a family. We're often in four corners of the earth at the same time, so we don't get to see each other as much as we like. But yes, now that Daniel's down the road from me, I get a chance to hang out with him a bit more.
This has obviously been such a huge part of your life,
Hmm.
the majority of your life, playing these characters and being part of this world. Does it ever get to a point with you where you think maybe I'm finished with this now. I'm ready to wrap it up and move on to other things because we've spent the whole time talking about this, and you do all kinds of other projects as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been lucky that it's been 19 years later. It's the last chapter of the book. It has been it's been quite a few years since the film's finished, and I have lots of other things going on. I certainly thought I'd put the wand down for forever. But apparently my wizarding years, the best is yet to come. So I celebrate the fandom more than anything, and the passion, like he's talked about. People's perspective of life have changed because of these stories, and to be part of that and to see it every night. Like last night, I tried to like crawl into a stage door, slightly masked up, and there must have been 4 different languages. I heard families that have come from around the world just to see this show. So to be able to a chance to experience that is something I'll never forget, really.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tom, thank you so much for coming in to see us today.
My pleasure.
Tom Felton, of course, starring as Draco Malfoy, Harry Potter and the Cursed
Very
Child.
good. Bravo.
Potter.
Potter.
Thank
Very
you so
good.
much, Tom. Enjoy New York.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for
Leave
having
it the
me.
way you found it.
Oh, God.
I'll do my best.